Hi everyone, and congratulations! Your offer has been accepted and now you're in escrow. I'm Missy Harris with Hubble Real Estate Group, and I'm here to tell you what comes next. At the beginning of an escrow, it's going to feel chaotic. I'm going to talk straight about this and be blunt with you. You should be prepared for this. You will be getting requests and lots of documents from every direction. As your agent, I'm going to be sending you information, disclosures from the seller, questions about when you want to have your home inspection or possibly pest inspection, and we're going to be taking time to go to those inspections. Then you'll have the reports to review as well. From your lender, they're going to be asking you to send in a ton of information. It's going to feel like a ton. It's really not that much. The basics are your last 2 years of your tax returns, your bank statements for the last couple months, as well as your credit card reports, and they're going to have questions about any other debts you may have. They're going to be running your credit, and they're going to need it in a timely manner. So if it feels like the lender is breathing down your neck, that's because they're a good lender. They want to get all that information right up front so that they can provide you with the most flexibility in opportunities for closing dates, and also so they can get that appraisal ordered as soon as possible. Escrow also is going to be contacting you to make arrangements for you to bring in that deposit check, and also they'll be sending you a large packet of information that includes things such as the preliminary title report and the natural hazards disclosure, as well as information about how you'd like to hold title for the property. So it's true. This is a lot of information. It's a lot of paperwork, and if you're the type that is, well, you all should be reading every line of your paperwork, but if you know you're the type that's going to read every single word, then you've got to brace yourself for this. And keep in mind, you're buying what for most people are the biggest investment they'll ever make in their life, the biggest purchase they'll ever make. So this is pretty much going to take the full amount of time. If an escrow is 30 days, try to clear out your schedule, at least for those first couple of weeks once you have an offer accepted, because this needs to be your primary focus. You need to make yourself available for those inspections if you want to be there, and you need to have time after those long work days to review all the paperwork and get it back to escrow, get those disclosures reviewed and signed and back to me, and also, most importantly, get that paperwork off to your lender just as soon as possible. But here's the good news. It's really just the beginning of escrow when it feels this busy. Then there's a lull. Once you've got everything in to everyone requesting it, then you sort of sit back. Okay, you've done your inspections. Now we're in the middle part of escrow. You've got your inspections done. Perhaps you're going to make a request for repairs to the seller or a request for a credit. But other than that little negotiation between buyer and seller for repairs or a credit, your job is pretty much done until close to the end of escrow. So there's a few weeks in there, depending how long the escrow is, that you'll be able to slow things down a little bit. Then about a week before we close escrow again, or about 5 days, somewhere in there, you're going to need to come on back into escrow, or if you're not able to get into escrow, they can send a mobile notary to you and you'll be signing loan documents. I should also say, back that up a little bit, before loan documents come in, usually there's a process where the underwriter has what's called conditions for funding the loan. This is very, very common. You could have impeccable credit, have gotten all your paperwork in, and there still may be conditions. They may want to have an updated bank statement or something of that nature. They may have a question about some money you've moved from one account to the other. Just make yourself available and keep providing all those documents as soon as you possibly can to the lender. So once those conditions are met, the final loan documents are drawn and sent over to escrow. You're going to come on in to sign and review those, and I will be taking you for a final walkthrough within about the last 5 days of that escrow. And then we're done, and it records. So, in summary, I just want to really reiterate that Purchasing a home is a big deal. It takes a lot of time and you need to be prepared for that, especially in the beginning of escrow, and then again to make yourself available at the end. One thing I do encourage you to tell your agent, that would be me, as well as your lender and escrow, is if you have any travel plans during the time of escrow, we can accommodate that if we know about it up front. So be sure to let us all know that. All right, everyone. As always, feel free to ask questions, and I look forward to working with you through this escrow. Take care.